English students often have to read works from cultures far distant in time and place from their own, and few seem as foreign as classical Greek tragedy. But Professor Laurel Lacroix hopes to convince her students otherwise.
My theory for studying Greek plays in Composition 2, English 1302, is that students witness the end result of these ideas daily on the news, on television, and they don't know where the ideas come from. The strategies writers and directors and actors and actresses and news people use. And by looking at where they come from, these Greek plays, with their lessons in civics as well as the entertainment value, you see the theory more clearly for being distanced from the practice.
Student Michael Martin found the Greek tragedies intellectually challenging, but still surprisingly vivid.
Well, it was a lot more dramatic and intense than probably any other stories that I've read before. Mine was a quote and it dealt with matricide, killing one's family member, and justice and revenge and all that, and it was pretty intense. It's a pretty crazy story. I liked it. Kind of a little something different than I've been used to. Never really studied Greek mythology, but you know, it was interesting. I learned a lot from it. I thought it was a rewarding experience.
The class put what they learned into practice by giving group presentations, an experience designed not only to reinforce concepts, but also to teach valuable soft skills.
The state core objectives are changing, and one of the requirements is going to be teamwork. Employers and institutions of higher education are looking for people who can work well in groups and not finding them coming out of undergraduate programs because the emphasis has been on individual scholarship. So the group projects are a way for the students to start learning how to not just play well with others, but function effectively with others, to negotiate the space and such. They've done fairly well together. They've learned through trial and error, but they had weeks and weeks before something was due, how to delegate, how to organize, how to double check each other without being obnoxious about it, and they seem to have responded quite well. I had phenomenal results with the first 2 assignments that these groups have worked on.
Student Cheryl Simpson reflected on what she gained from working in a group.
Well, with my prior experience with group work in my last English class, I was very hesitant. But, you know, although we did have a little difficulty, we were able to overcome that. You know, and I learned a great lesson is that, you know, everybody within a group has something to add to that group. You know, everybody has their own individual talents. And I had to learn a lot of patience because understanding that everybody's schedule is different, their work schedule, their responsibilities at home. And so I can be sometimes maybe, and a lot of people in my group, you know, I have high expectations. So, you know, I guess that doesn't help, but, you know. But anyway, we have overcome our indifferences, and we've been very successful in our last project, and I'm sure that we're going to be on this one as well.
Lacroix gives advice to students who will be taking the class in coming semesters.
Coming in expecting you're going to have to work to get results is the trick to any college class. You can sit there and be a passive learner, and a lot of people have learned just by osmosis or absorption. But in order to really understand it, you have to be prepared to come in and get down and dirty with whatever the class is, not just this one, but any class. But coming in prepared to do the reading and to actually do research on your own to understand something is going to make whatever you end up learning much more productive.
For more information, visit hccs.edu. Select Southwest College, Academics, then English. For HCC Beat, I'm Stacee Hawkins.